hegemony.
If you are not native English speaker, here are some words that are pronounced in a way you would not expect.
Struggle for global empire, a struggle for European hegemony between Britain and France.
This, the hegemony of the patriarchy and how we must even dress like men, and you saying...
Our attitude is seen in many countries as American hegemony.
By the Catholic Church itself, which had as much power to defend its hegemony over the world of ideas. But somehow, because they were slower at...
400 years, I say 400 years because it's the end of the Ottoman Empire, of the hegemony of Western power, Western institutions, and Western values.
This work is simultaneously local and global. A project of cultural hegemony never proceeds in...
A Gold Star mom whose son Tom, a lieutenant colonel in the Army, gave his life in Afghanistan. I requested...
This is another one still in private hands of Colonel Jacob Fowle.
Roosevelt says, no, there can only be one president at a time. Please call me Colonel Roosevelt.
Tao Ran, a psychiatrist and military colonel who runs the Daxing boot camp in Beijing, has noticed the similarities between his patients and drug addicts firsthand.
Observation. We have a great example in the exhibition of a colonel who created a map from his experience 2 days aloft.
2 months later, he's colonel. 4 months later, he's brigadier general. 10 months later, he's major general. By the end of the...
Gentleman colonel from Virginia once said, I prefer to lead from a distance in the rear.
Side of the background is a section of mauve, rust red and grey swirling paint.
The facade, sprinkled with blue, mauve and green tiles, and studded with wave-shaped window frames and balconies.
Greyish white or greyish mauve. It's not critical where it goes.
You can see a deep green pigment. It's a pigment called viridian, a mauve pigment called cobalt violet, and a number of other materials.
Often seeing others, those purple people are bad and yellow people are good and, mauve people are whatever. Okay.
A bigger return on an outgoing radar signal, and so the pink and mauve and purpley shades are large hailstones, which you can see on the right of the figure.
Chinook salmon that the orcas favor has been way down in the region, and pollution has been up.
Economically important fisheries like crab and salmon.
Understated Castle features a salmon pink exterior with white details, and today houses the Parliament of Estonia.
At number 7 is Ballard Locks. See the essence of the Pacific Northwest at the Ballard Locks, where you can watch salmon and boats. The lock...
bones. And incidentally, salmon is a rich source of vitamin B12, which is uniquely dependent on stomach acid.
What's your go-to dinner party menu?
Grilled salmon, roasted potatoes, a salad, and a pie.
And it takes on all kinds of different forms, whether you're a bacteria or a salmon.
The human brain develops in the world outside the womb. This really long...
But also the years that we've accumulated outside of the womb from eating 3 times a day. You can imagine...
can either have children or look after children. You're valued for your womb more than your brain.
The dark will be your womb tonight.
The mother's womb, when her mother was in her grandmother's womb, who was born in 1897.
Yeah, by removing the decaying pieces of womb scattered about.